Mr. Rosenberg, what happens if I'm in a building or a store, a place that serves the general public? I mean, we've all seen those videos on TV, where the lady pours the water on the floor and then jumps and, oh, I hurt myself. But the other day, I mean, I've had this happen personally. The other day, I was walking in a sandwich shop, and the floor, I mean, it was like an ice skating rink, and I almost went down, and I had shattered my wrist from slipping. So I'm super sensitive to anything slippery, and but in the event that somebody actually does slip and fall, I mean, for real, and hurts themselves, and I definitely know how painful it can be. What would be the proper procedures?
Well, obviously, if you're injured in a slip and fall accident like that, let's say in a retail environment, you've gone in to shop someplace or get some food, and maybe there's a dangerous condition in that store, and it's caused you to slip and fall and injure yourself. You make sure that you communicate either to the people who are accompanying you, your friends or family, or to the people who are running the store, that you need medical care and you need it right away. You ask them to call an ambulance, and you get that ambulance there, and you make sure you get a ride to an emergency room where you're checked out so that they can make sure that what your injuries are, give you a good diagnosis, make sure that you don't have internal injuries. So that in all cases is always the first thing to do. If you don't need to be removed from the scene to get medical care immediately, then what you need to do is, number one, if you're down on the floor and your body is telling you don't get up on your own, and don't let other people get you up on your own. You stay down there till you're ready to get up. And if you can't get up again, go back to plan one, which is to make sure an ambulance comes. But at some point, if you don't require the ambulance, then you're going to be back on your feet, perhaps seated, and you want to sit down at that point before you leave the store, and you communicate to whoever is in charge, manager, night manager, assistant manager, whoever has the authority over that space for that business. You give them your name, you tell them what caused you to fall. If you can walk back to the place, you show them what caused you to fall. You make sure that you get their name, that you get their phone number, that you get their promise that they're going to report this to headquarters or to an insurance company. And if possible, you want to ask them for a copy. You ask them to file this report in writing with their company, and right then and there you ask them for a copy of it, and they may give it to you. It may be company policy not to give it to you, but if you ask them for it right at the beginning when everybody's upset and concerned, in fact, they may give it to you, and it's important that you have it. So if you know of any witnesses who saw you fall, whether they're family members or other people, because a lot of times when people fall down, other people who were nearby who saw it happen will come forward to be helpful, to see what they can do for the person who sustained the fall and perhaps an injury as well. And they may be helpful then and there, but if you let them go without getting their name and their phone number, then their future help is precluded to you. So if there are people who are helping you, you don't know who they are, you don't know how to get a hold of them, ask them to write down their name and their phone number for you. So later on, when you need testimony, when you need somebody to say, yes, you fell, it wasn't your fault, that box was out of place, that shelf was rickety, whatever caused you to fall, it's always helpful if you have what we call an independent witness to give testimony to that. Because that'll stop the insurance company from trying to make it look like it was your fault when it really wasn't. And these situations can be difficult. You've been injured, you're upset, you're facing the loss of money when it comes to costs of medical care. You may be out of work for a while. Give us a call. Let us give you some advice. And we do these kinds of cases. We do them all the time through the years. We've done thousands of them. We'd be happy to sit down with you and form an attorney-client relationship if both sides think that's indicated. We'll give you all the time you need. We'll come up with a plan, and we'll go forward from there. So by all means, give us a call if you're in this situation, and we'll give you some advice, and perhaps we'll get to meet and work together on your case.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Wes.
Yes, sir. Thank you.